Why do you think it's becoming so big, the whole AI thing? Like, why do you think it's going to be a big problem for Muslims?
Well, think of it from a worldview paradigm perspective, bro. We live in liberal modernity. A key aspect of liberal modernity answers certain domains of inquiry, like all worldviews and paradigms. What exists? Ontology. What is knowledge? What is truth? What are the sources of knowledge? Epistemology. What is right and wrong? Axiology. What is the human being? Anthropology. What is purpose? Teleology. What is this? So there's different domains that it tries to answer. A key domain of liberal modernity is ontology and epistemology, like other domains, but they think all that exists is the physical world.
Yeah.
And the epistemology is, generally speaking, that, a form of, science. Science would explain everything, or physical stuff or physical processes are the foundation for our explanations, reference to them in some way. It doesn't have to be reductive, but you refer to it in some way. Now, AI now is starting to show, it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, so it's a duck. So if an AI comes across intelligent or conscious or understanding, then you put that AI in an Android with battery acid, right? Yeah. That could last 80 years, and it starts to act and look like a human and speak like a human, and somehow, it claims to have emotions or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that's going to reinforce their ontology and epistemology. It's going to reinforce the fact that you don't need God anymore. It's all physical stuff. It's going to reinforce the idea that, well, yes, science can explain everything.
But
reference to physical stuff is the way forward in order to provide explanations for phenomena. So it's going to reinforce their worldview. That's why it's dangerous. Because I'm telling you, bro, mark my word.
Yeah.
Within 10 years, I think I've said 5 years before. Let's give it 10.
Yeah.
Within 10 years, you're going to have fatawa, judgments from so-called scholars that they're going to say you can marry an android. It's not a joke. But I tell you why. Because they're going to say, look, this is not atheism. We're just manipulating the asbab. We're manipulating the physical causes that Allah has created to create a ruh, or a quasi-ruh, or a quasi-soul.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, there'll be fatwa that is going to come into play that's going to, you can marry an android. Bro, if you go to Zygon, the peer-reviewed top journal on religion and science, there's AI papers that talk about what? We need to give AI rights in the future.
Yeah, but isn't it all based off of a fundamental assumption? Isn't it a circle?
That's the whole point. It is.
Because they don't believe in a soul. So
agreed.
Their definition of consciousness and is different to our understanding.
So it's based on their ontology, meaning what they think exists.
Yeah.
It's based on epistemology. They have their own philosophical bias or philosophical assumption called physicalism. They have a physicalist approach, whether it's emergent materialism, whatever the case may be. That's a different academic discussion. But since they already have that approach, and liberal modernity is really based on that, or it promotes that in some way, then when they see things that reinforce that, then they're going to have those, they're going to adopt certain ethical and moral positions on AI.
Yeah,
we won't do that because our philosophy is different and we could prove why it's true.
Yeah. It's just,
but because the ideology today is that liberal modernity,